The Airbus A380, once considered the pinnacle of aviation engineering, is now facing significant challenges that threaten to ground this giant. From technical issues to harsh decisions made by airlines, the A380 is struggling to stay relevant in today's aviation landscape. Join us today as we uncover what challenges the A380 is facing and what the future holds for this aircraft. Well, it all started with a crucial airworthiness order issued by EASA, which demanded that certain parts of the A380 be changed. Specifically, the evacuation slides of older A380s, or those that had not been restored for a long time, needed to be replaced. While this was a necessary maintenance requirement, it created significant problems for airlines, as it was both expensive and time-consuming. Despite their willingness to comply, several more A380 issues got in the way. For example, British Airways has been unable to fix or replace broken business class seats on the A380 due to worldwide supply chain issues. Emirates, one of the largest A380 operators, also faced challenges as they noticed several cracks on the aircraft's wing spar. Although Airbus sent engineers to fix the cracks, it was still very expensive and time-consuming. Ultimately, Emirates had to bring the A380s back to the skies. But even after everything airlines have been through, it still wasn't their first choice to bring the A380s back into service. When Airbus announced that they would stop producing A380s, many airlines decided to retire the gas-guzzling Superjumbo jet. However, after the pandemic ended, there was an increase in capacity demand, leaving airlines with no choice but to reuse their A380s. Even though the A380's outdated features made some airlines skeptical, over 70% of the original A380 operators still decided to fly this giant. That's incredible. But that's not all. Since there were so many A380s in need of maintenance, airlines found a genius way to solve this issue. They outsourced the maintenance to third-party facilities, with Emirates being one of them. Since Emirates is the largest A380 operator, it's no surprise that they had the most work to do. But for the first time ever, the UAE Airlines' massive facilities shockingly revealed that they couldn't carry out the maintenance service on the aircraft. So, they reached out to other facilities for help, and the German firm Lufthansa Technik came running to service the airline's 119 Airbus A380 fleet. In the world of aviation, the Airbus A380 was once considered the ultimate aircraft. Its release stole the hearts of many, and it quickly became a symbol of luxury and grandeur in the skies. But as technology advanced, the A380 began to lose its appeal, and its days are now numbered. While airlines have found ways to keep these Superjumbo jets in the air, they are quickly being replaced by a newer generation of aircraft that offer way more value than the A380 ever did. One of the biggest changes in aircraft technology is the shift from quad-engine planes like the A380 to twin-engine planes. While 4 engines may seem more powerful than 2, the latest double engines found in the next-gen aircraft are no joke. These engines are packed with power and can go over incredibly long distances, putting a quad-engine aircraft to shame. And the best part is that they can run on just one engine for a good 6 hours if the other one fails, which is a remarkable feature. But the engine is just one of many exciting features found in these next-generation planes. The 787 Dreamliner, for example, has dimmable windows, heads-up displays, and laminar flow surfaces that make for a smoother ride. And the A350 also has plenty of exciting features of its own, such as the best cabin pressure of any aircraft, a brake-to-vacate function, and an airport navigation function that makes flying more convenient for pilots. These features put the A380 to shame and make it clear why airlines are moving away from these Superjumbo jets. In fact, airlines are making major moves towards these next-gen planes. Lufthansa, for example, has ordered about 108 next-generation long-haul aircraft, including Dreamliners and A350s. Air India has ordered 470 next-generation aircraft from both Airbus and Boeing, and United has placed orders for about 200 Dreamliners and other next-generation aircraft. These purchases show airlines' intentions towards the future of aviation, and unfortunately for the A380, it seems that it does not fit into that future. Even airlines that are still using the A380 are making it clear that it is not a long-term solution. Lufthansa, for example, has plans to return 6 A380s to the skies by 2024, but they have also made it clear that the A380 will not be part of their long-term future. The same goes for Qatar Airways, whose CEO has stated that the A380's return is only temporary and that they will not hesitate to replace it with newer aircraft once they become available. We can confidently say that this is quite heartbreaking. The Airbus A380, once touted as the future of air travel, has not lived up to its hype. The massive double-decker plane that could carry hundreds of passengers in unparalleled luxury has struggled to find buyers, with only a handful of airlines ordering the new generation jets. Many A380s would currently be in the scrapyard, but it turns out that there's still one more hope that could make these planes shine. You see, several issues have affected the delivery of new generation jets like Boeing 787 Dreamliner and the twin-jet 777X. These issues have led to extreme delays and forced airlines to use their existing fleets of A380s. For example, Boeing 787 Dreamliner has faced numerous problems affecting deliveries, including an analysis error on a fuselage component that led to an immediate stop in deliveries. In May 2021, the company stopped deliveries again due to incorrect spacing in some parts of the Dreamliner and fuselage issues among others. This same fuselage issue occurred in 2020 as well, leading to a 5-month stop on deliveries. The repeated delays have caused frustration for Boeing and airlines waiting for deliveries, but are a lifeline for the A380. Boeing 787 Dreamliner is not the only plane that has given the A380 another chance to shine. The twin-jet 777X, designed to be the perfect replacement for the A380s, has also faced significant delays. The delivery of this plane, which many airlines have already ordered in large numbers, was supposed to start in 2021, but has now been pushed back several years due to issues like engine problems and the certification process. According to Boeing, no airline will receive the 777 earlier than 2025, and some airlines, like British Airways, will have to wait until 2026. The A380s, meanwhile, are flying everywhere, even to places where they're not supposed to go, thanks to the increase in flight demands. Airlines have had to pull out all the stops to meet customer demand, and this means using A380s even on shorter routes. Qantas has resumed Superjumbo jet flights from Sydney to Auckland, while Korean Air has also announced the resumption of A380 flights between Seoul and Taipei. These are just some examples that showcase the resiliency of the A380 in the face of challenging times. The A380, which Airbus has been producing since 2005, was supposed to revolutionize air travel. The plane, with its spacious cabins and cutting-edge technology, promised to provide unparalleled comfort and luxury to passengers. However, the reality has been quite different. Despite early optimism and some early success, the A380 has struggled to find buyers, with many airlines opting for smaller, more fuel-efficient planes. The high operating costs of the A380 and its low fuel efficiency have been cited as reasons for its lack of popularity among airlines. But with the delays facing the new generation jets like the 787 Dreamliner and the 777X, the A380 has found a new lease on life. Airlines that have previously retired their A380 fleets are now bringing them back into service, and some airlines that have not yet ordered the plane are now considering doing so. This is good news for Airbus, which has invested heavily in the A380 program and has been trying to find ways to make the plane more attractive to airlines. Airbus has been working on making the A380 more fuel-efficient and cost-effective, with plans to introduce a new version of the plane with improved engines and other modifications. In addition to the possibility of converting A380s to cargo planes, there are also talks of engine modifications that could potentially make the aircraft more fuel-efficient and cost-effective to operate. This would make the A380 a more attractive option for airlines that are looking to reduce their carbon footprint and operating costs. There are several companies that specialize in retrofitting aircraft engines, including Rolls-Royce, which is the manufacturer of the A380's current engines. In fact, Rolls-Royce has already developed a new engine called the UltraFan, which promises to be even more fuel-efficient than its current engines. If this engine were to be installed on the A380, it could potentially reduce the aircraft's fuel consumption by up to 25%. So it seems enough for this video. If you enjoyed watching it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more videos like this.